There are children in the world that think that abuse is in every household. To be struck, ignored, physically and verbally abused is not normal. Think if you had a sibling or a loved one being abused right in front of you. You, as a non-victim, say, just tell somebody, just report it. But as somebody that has been living it for years, they are in constant fear and are silent. That is no way to live for a child. I was educated at church and work to find the signs of neglect and abuse in my student or patient. One of my students once told me that they did not feel loved. I then started explaining that God will always love them. So I went to report this to one of my leaders, and I saw that the world was not fair. Statistics from childhelp.org, updated on October 25th, 2021, says that 4 million children are affected by child abuse in the United States. This leads to drug addiction, alcohol addiction, and other addictions, and can even lead to mental disorders like depression, anxiety, and even sometimes suicide attempts. Today we will be exploring a charity called BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, and their history and what they are doing today and how you can join. So, from an article named Professor Leads BACA Crusade, published by Daily Universe on April 17, 2007, by Brooke Nair. This man right here, John Paul Lilly, started this charity in 1996. He was a professor and therapist at Brigham Young University in Proverb, Utah. This is where he met one of his patients, Alec, who came in with sexual and physical abuse. This is where John got super mad and brought Alec in. He took him to a nearby barbecue where his fellow biker friends were at, and he saw that Alec was interacting with them perfectly and was happy. This is where the first chapter was established. During their first ride to show their support for a sponsored child, there was 27 bikers at this drive-by. The things that they have accomplished today, said in an article called Evaluation of Bikers Against Child Abuse Program, a community intervention for child abuse victims by D.C. Ray, published in 2017. There are 236 chapters in the United States, 64 temporary or established chapters around the world. As you can see, there's a map of all the chapters, and these are what the bikers do for the child. They will show up to court proceedings or even parole hearings. This chapter helps the kids with therapy and can even walk them to and from school. An article posted on October 6, 2022, called They Wear Leather, Ride Motorcycles, and Protect Children from Abusers by Bahar Arslan, accessed on New York Times. Their budget is a few $1,000s. These few $1,000s helps with paying for therapy sessions, phone calls, and even their very own vest that they get whenever they get sponsored. A few hundred children are saved every single year. The future of this chapter, said from Professors Lead BACA Crusade, John Paul Lilly said that he wants to have a chapter in every single neighborhood. So the way that you can help this charity is by going to fundraiser events like these right here, or you can even become a member. To become a member, you have to be with the local chapter that you want to be in for about a year, and then they'll take a vote and see if they want you to join their chapter. The future of this charity is to be in every single neighborhood, and I believe that this can happen to help all the children in America. So now, this is Zoe Dunham for her presentation.